today we're going to talk about the center of the body, often known as the solar plexus. Now you'll find this spot in your body just above the navel, depending on how tall you are or how long your torso is. It could be a couple inches, maybe a bit shorter, maybe a bit longer. Now this center of the body is often associated with things like power, confidence, and motivation. When we're looking at it through an elemental lens, we're looking at the element of fire. When we're looking at it through a color lens, we often associate it with the color yellow. Now I'm going to go through some sounds, some instruments, a mantra that you could use to help engage with your solar plexus. The first one I'm going to talk about is the mantra known as Ram. Now you could chant this mantra out through your mouth repetitively. You could visualize the words. You could even repeat it within your mind. And doing that repetitively and also consistently may assist with activating that center in your body. For me personally, I often find it to be the chakra that often gets talked about the least in amongst the circles that I'm often in. There's a lot of focus on the root and the sacral, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. I feel like the solar plexus is often the one that gets least emphasized. That could just be through my own experience though. And it's also probably been one of the major centers in my own body that I feel like I've had to really work through as well. Now, when we're looking at things like frequencies, so we're measuring how many times does something vibrate to create this sound. We're often looking at, say it was a guitar string or a tuning fork, it would need to vibrate at 528 times per second. And that would give us the measurement of 528 hertz. So whether it be a guitar or you have an instrument that's made to the specific tuning of that can also assist you with the solar plexus center in the body. Now, when we're looking at the magical musical notes, we're looking at the key of E. It could be E major, E minor, but the E is often associated with the solar plexus. Now, depending on where you are in the world, what I have just said in regards to the letter may sound slightly different. You may even be interpreting me saying a different vowel than what I actually intend to. So when I'm saying the letter E and you write it in English, it's the one that goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So I wanted to make sure I reiterate that. I've lived in Australia and New Zealand, and they have their own interpretations of some of the vowels. So just wanted to make that very clear. Now, when we are looking at instruments that are great for working the solar plexus, as I mentioned before, the guitar, you can tune it to an E major. You get a tuning fork tuned to 528 hertz. You can get crystal bowls. You can get metal bowls. You can also be playing on the piano. You can also engage with the instrument that we all know as a drum. The drum and drumming has a lot to do with the solar plexus. It can also be used for many other of the centers of the body as well. But if you really want to focus in on the solar plexus and engaging in drumming and also holding the intention of the solar plexus while you are drumming or you're listening to drumming as well. And noticing, where are the places in your life in which you're giving away your power? Where are the places in your life that you need to reclaim the power that you've always had? Noticing that within yourself. Noticing when you don't feel motivated. Where is that coming from? Does it need to be transformed? Noticing when you're feeling a lack of confidence in the self. Why is that happening? Are you asking in for a higher power to assist you with that? So, yeah. That's all I wanted to share today about the solar plexus and sounds. Also wanted to quickly mention before I head off, don't forget the voice. So singing, toning an E, and chanting, like I said, the voice is infinite in how it can express, the sounds it can make, the intention and the spaces from the body in which then the throat can express. Don't forget to use that voice. Yeah. If you've got any questions, welcome to leave that in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next vlog.